So viewers, everyone, this is Ed. Ed, go ahead, tell us about your character a little bit.
Just dropped it.
Sorry, I'm turning something off. I'm on a literally brand new laptop.
Okay.
And all right.
Gotta get rid of the porn. I understand.
Yeah, I know that. All right. So what I got is a level 9 human fighter. More of a heavy flail, trippy kind of guy. Sort of unconventional fighter dude. Should be able to absorb a little bit of hit, although I got to roll some hit points. So I might have 27 hit points by the time I'm done. I don't know.
All right. So as you guys approach Shoalback Ferry, a crowd seems to have gathered around this awkward-looking man. And Ed, can you send me a character portrait of your guy? And how did you want to roll HP? Did you want to take the average or just actually roll?
I'll just roll it. I need to practice rolling anyway. If you don't
All right. It's /R 1D whatever, like 1D10 or 1D12.
8d10.
Or 8D10. Because you take the full first level. Alright, not bad actually.
Not too bad.
So 48 plus your...
9 times Constitution.
Yeah, 9 times Constitution plus first level
Right.
hit points. And just let me know that hit point value and send me your portrait so I can hook you up.
All right. How do I send something just to you?
Well, just send it to me in email.
Oh, okay. I can
Yeah.
do that.
Also, though, you can do /W space GM space whatever you want to talk to him about.
Yeah, but that's just text.
All
You
right.
can't send
Yeah.
actual files. Although you could send the address, I guess.
Okay.
And what was your... what was your name
What was
again?
his name?
Kale?
His name is KL Madhu.
All right. So Kale, you've been traveling all over the goddamn place. You've been trying to find this group of adventurers that has left a path of destruction in their wake. You went to Fort Rannoch only to find that they had just left a day earlier, and so you went down to Turtleback Ferry, and they're like, oh yeah, they just went across the river there. And you're like, fine, I guess I'll wait a night and I'll go over there and try to find them. As you're resolved to do that, you see a barge coming across the river filled
Okay.
with this extraordinary looking group of people. A large tiger, a beautiful, astounding woman, a short dwarf covered in armor, and a almost naked monk.
They all walk into a bar.
Yeah, and they're all coming towards you, and the people look off in the distance, and they tell you that that is who you seek. So go ahead and take it from there, everyone. As soon as I get this profile picture thing.
The boat's gonna come ashore, and I don't know if he's standing there or not, but if he was standing there, I'd say, "You there? Care to lend a hand?"
You guys, what
You
time
could
of
be
day?
inside somewhere.
I'm sorry. What time of day was it?
Getting towards
It's
evening night.
about 2 in the afternoon.
Oh shit! All right,
Yeah, we
mind.
left pretty early.
Yeah, that entire ghost thing was took a little bit of time too.
I just figured the sailing took longer.
Oh,
But-
you can actually travel pretty fast by boat with all of you rowing. Okay,
All
it's
right,
4
so I was
o'clock.
down. I was. Sorry.
Go for it.
I'm getting my brain back. I'm down by the dock. What am I doing there? Why am I there?
You were looking to procure a boat so you could go across the river to venture into the Shimmer Glens, as that was where the party last went.
Are they on the only boat? Or are there
Yes. All the other boats were ruined by a gigantic flood. It seems like this village has been a little crashed into with water. It seems flooded.
more? Okay.
And so we're coming across the water, and the guy you're trying to get the boat from's like, oh, well, they're coming there, right there. That's who you're looking for. And as the boat's coming up to shore, I'm going to kind of call out to you and say, you there, care to lend a hand?
Yeah, whatever it'll take to get me in my boat faster.
All right.
I'll step up, grab a rope, pull him over.
All right, so you do so, and you all see this very interesting figure, which I still don't have your...
You still don't have... I'm sorry, I'm trying to pay attention and search in the background.
I understand. We'll just we'll stop right here, and then you can just send me stuff, and then we'll continue.
Yeah.
So if anyone needs to go grab a beer or whatever, go for it.
Not
No.
you, Ed.
Yeah, not you, Ed.
Wait, but I probably do need to get there.
After this.
Yeah, you probably should.
I still haven't been drinking. I don't know why I need to. I don't need to. I don't have any Kahlua, or else I'd make a White Russian.
You're DMing. You gotta drink. How else are we gonna fudge the rules, man?
That keeps me on my toes, though. I mean, I'm not... That last encounter would have gone very badly, most likely, had I been drinking. I would be like, yeah, you see some ghosts and shit. Roll up an encounter. Let's do this.
Channel positive. We're all good.
Your channel positive doesn't work here. You have no power here.
Oh,
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, Quadra really doesn't like violence against women, and so the half mutilated ghost corpse of a woman who was tortured by ogres, trying to attack me, wouldn't have gone well psychologically.
I mean, the Dryad got raped by ogres, dude. That's pretty bad.
That's fucked up.
I think
And-
Mariana was actually a nymph.
What?
Well.
Was she? Oh well, I guess it kind of makes sense if her.
Yeah, she referred to her as a nymph or someone.
Oh, okay. If she's Yap's boss, I guess Yap wouldn't really serve a human, so I guess that makes sense. Here, do you want to do introductions and stuff like that? Like a little bit, not roleplay introductions, but just general information about our characters to him off camera.
You guys do whatever you want. He's
Sure.
just sending me some stuff. So he might not be paying attention to you guys right now.
I can hear you. Sorry, I realized that the file that I want is not even on this computer. I almost have it. I went and found it again. My kids are on both other computers, so
Goddamn Minecraft, dude.
it's yep.
You still recording? Matt?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, well, filler space. For those watching that know me at all, Ed is one that Ed and I have drank and philosophized with. We're pretty good friends. Been friends now for over 10 years. Ed was actually the one that got me introduced into Dungeons and Dragons and role playing and doing that whole thing. We started really with 3.0, moved into 3.5, moved into Pathfinder, had a number of great campaigns, great stories, tons of laugh, and God, more beer than I can even think. But I was very excited to, I guess, have an opening in the group where I could invite him in, and the two of us so rarely ever get to play together. Normally it's one of us DMing, the other one playing, and so for both of us actually getting a chance to play together is kind of a, I don't know, just a unique thing over all of these years, but one I think we're both really looking forward to.
Yeah, no, typically one of the two of us is DMing our standard group, and so this will be really fun. I appreciate you guys letting me come in and join in late.
Oh, it's fine. Looking forward to having you.
Same
Kevin's
here.
Sorry,
very
Matt,
highly
Matt,
of you.
I just sent you an email, Matt, This tune will work for a little bit.
All right.
Till I find a better one, but it'll work for now.
It shall work for now. 76 magic hit points. All right. And it was Kael.
Yeah.
All right.
Like the scotch.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves if you wish, either in character or out of character.
All right.
Oh, I see this turtle back there.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
I'm Zach, and I play Quadril. Yeah, I mean, Quadril is a monk, but he is not an artistic or eccentric monk. He is a brutal, ripping jaws off things, beating things to death with his fists kind of guy.
Nice.
Yeah, better than the eccentric, elaborate type of things. He's just kind of a brawler, really. And
The glass cannon.
yeah, he's actually less glassy now. He actually has a good amount of hit points now, but yeah, I mean, he has been our damage dealer behind Roxas for a little bit. We used to have a barb a long time ago, so it's going to be nice to
get
have...
natural 20s on everything.
Yeah, so it's going to be nice to have a fighter in the group, you know, so to equal that all out. But Quadro's kind of a more quiet, you know, quiet-spoken kind of a person. He's wise in his few years and very violent and good at hurting things. But he's trying to turn over a new leaf, trying to do better, be better.
I'm Alex. Me and Zach are kind of the two last remaining players of the original group who started.
Oh shit, that's true.
I play the House of Rocks, namely a sorceress and her animal companion, Roxy the sorceress and Roxas the tiger. Roxas, he's currently serving as the tank of the group. You know, he's got high AC, high hit points. He hits pretty hard. Less than Quadril, but he consistently gets more attacks due to his pouncing and whatnot. Roxy is a support-oriented sorceress. Like, she casts buffs or some debuffs.
She's the party face.
She's
Sure.
the party face, and she's kind of the moral heart of the group so far. I mean,
Sometimes. I don't know.
okay. Please excuse her for not trusting a pit fiend.
Hey. All got to start
But-
somewhere.
But overall, she tries to she tries to do the best she can in pretty much any given situation. And most of the time, she succeeds. But when she fails, well, it's pretty noticeable.
All right. And Kevin, if you want to say anything about Coral.
Corral mixes the worst of Gimli with the worst of a religious zealot. He is
No,
very...
that's not entirely true now. Come on.
He has his moments where he's a nice guy, but
Yeah.
other than that...
It
Loves
happens
his
every now and
scotch.
then. Well, so I've played a dwarven cleric of Garam, god of strength, and in essence, Corral has been one to never run, never back down, and in fact, kind of
He sacrificed a
joyously
child.
embrace it. Not purposely.
Okay.
Not purposely.
All right.
I didn't quite know what the result of that would be at
True.
the time. But in essence, if something wrong could be said during a touchy situation, Corral would likely be the one to say it. He's a little bit. He's a dwarven priest.
Right.
It's
All right.
Sometimes it's funny, and then
In the
other
second
times we let him do it. Other times we have to be like, yeah, just shh right now, just. Shh.
and he's taken a lot of head injuries throughout this campaign.
hence the
Kinda
scar
like-
across.
Kind of like Kevin in real life, is what you're saying.
Like in
Pretty
book
much.
at the end, near the end of book 2, a giant brass bell several stories hit him in the head, and then he and it fell like 2 stories down.
He got hit by that bell 3 times.
It was a bad
There was
night.
4 bells. He only missed one of them.
But he survived.
It was a bad night.
You know, that
Um,
was bad. That was fucking hilarious because that's when there was that gap, and he said to Quadril, he's like, You're gonna have to throw me. It was
Toss,
gotta
amazing.
toss.
toss.
You gotta
Come on,
toss
you
me.
fucked it up.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I fucked it up. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Damn it.
And of course, I'm the GM, Matt. So hi. All right, and Ed, you just talked about your character, so we will now go back to the game. Also, before we do that,
Wait. I didn't get a chance to get a beer.
go get a beer. Go right now. All right, I feel like we are at one with the world again. We have 4
We wanna get rid
players
of,
and 1 GM.
Leroy Brown from our.
Ah, fuck Leroy Brown. Sorry, Gunner.
Well, yeah, he's
if you're watching
he's
this.
just-
Well, I mean, remove him from the page is what Kevin's saying.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You are the weakest link.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's very anticlimactic.
He's still there for me.
Well,
Not going
refresh.
anywhere, man.
Well, he's not there for me. That's all that matters. Yeah, this party's been through a lot, but I mean, in Gunner's defense, he was thrown in at a very, very just bad, awkward time to be in.
You give it
So.
another session, though,
I
man.
know.
Yeah.
He's online right now, so I know he's not doing anything.
Whatever.
But it's fine. You know what? High school, man. High school kids.
Ed's still in high school.
Is he? I was like, he's like 40 years old, ain't he?
He's got 2
He's got
kids.
2 kids playing Minecraft.
That doesn't mean you can't be in high school. What you
In the
drinking
deep
there,
south.
What's that? Oh,
What?
this is Secret Spot Winter Ale
Ed? Secret Spot Winter Ale for all you drinkers out there. All right.
with my new little beer cap stein.
Oh, whoa, well, that's kind of cool.
Jay and I grabbed a pair at your workshop, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, yeah, let's stall out. Sorry. All right. Second.
All right, Ed, can you make sure that you can move your character?
So if you just pick them up, you should be able to drag
Yeah,
them.
just click on him and then drag him.
All right. Sweet, got him.
And then you should see a little. Oh wait, you probably don't see it. Yeah, you do. You see a little green circle right there
Fuck.
with his hit points.
Is that the middle? I'm totally colorblind.
Oh, it's just right above you. It's just the
Yep,
center.
I got it. I got this.
You can just click it and then hit -15 and then enter, and it'll automatically subtract 15 hit points. The same thing will happen if you just hit +15 hit points. So,
Sweet.
all right.
So, you're helping us out of the boat. Quadro's going to help lift Roxy out. Roxy's can fend for himself. And
You could probably just jump.
and so I'm gonna say to you, haven't seen you around these parts, and we've been to this city quite a few times. What are you here for?
I'm not here for long. I'm headed out of town, as a matter of fact. You guys just happen to be on the boat. I appreciate you getting back.
Interesting. For pleasure or business?
Well, more sport than anything else. It's not really pleasure or business. It's what I do. I've spent the better part of the last 7 years tracking. To be honest, I don't know what. Out of game, this is probably something I wouldn't tell you
Sure.
right then. But since you guys talked about me, he's really beaten down. He's big. He's plenty strong, but he is not well kept. He looks like
A little smelly.
a smelly, bloody farmer.
They knew a guy like that one time. They could hardly understand him.
Farmer Grump.
Oh, God. man.
All right, sorry.
And he is basically he's on a mission to find vengeance for his village, and he has no clue what he's looking for, who he's looking for, where they are. He thinks he'll know when he finds it.
Okay,
But-
that's fair. So I guess I'd say, so what's out there beyond the water that you're looking for? There's plenty to stick to land. I'm not one for water myself. I get a little upset sitting in a boat. But granted, from where we just came from, the boat was the safest place.
All right, Matt, can you give me a little background exactly on where we're in? Are we in a big city?
You are in a very small village of
Okay.
approximately about 300 people now.
Oh.
Okay.
And yeah.
Go for it,
ahead,
Zach. He should
Well-
know everything for the most part
Matt. Like up to now?
until the flood.
Until the flood. Okay. Yeah, I mean, basically, we have saved some cities. We're more from the area called Varigia. I don't know if you've got a regional map of Galarian or not, but Varigia is where we've done most of the first two books.
Okay.
And we did some traveling to this area in this book. I would say that we're getting close to the end of this book. I think we're on the final stretch of it. I don't know what's going to happen or whatever was with the book, but we've been playing this book for a while now. We've done some stuff. If you can give us the Turtleback Ferry map in the back and with the Varigia map too. So that's basically the area that we're in. Turtleback Ferry there. It's in the center of that map near where it says Storval Plain with that lake with the mountains surrounding it.
Okay.
We're about to be going into the mountain range there on the south side, surrounded by water on both sides. Turtleback Ferry here, we came here because we heard that this town was in danger of something. We didn't know at the time what it was. We fought ogres, trolls, giants of many types. Fort Rannick, that dot there north of Turtleback Ferry, that was attacked by ogres and taken over. And the human rangers who patrolled that fort and kept this area safe were removed from their home there. We took that fort back over. We went to Skull's Crossing, which is a really fancy dam. It was overflowing, basically. It needed to have the pressure released on it. We went in, fought some shit. We were able to save the dam from collapsing and totally destroying this region. But unfortunately, Turtleback Ferry did flood.
And also, sorry, Ed, did Kevin tell you about anything about the Sahedron runes or anything like that?
No,
All right.
I specifically left that absent.
You do know a little bit about it, that there were some murders going around when you were looking in Magnamar about this cult that drew or carved this Sahedron rune into people's chests as they died, as possibly a sacrifice, where it is on the street. And you found out that this party group also put an end to that, and then they moved on to here. Yeah, so that's kind of what you know about that. There's something connected between these rituals about the Sahedron rune, and some of the people in Turtleback Ferry have it carved or tattooed on themselves, and you don't really know exactly. Perhaps the party could fill you in later on if they want to.
Yeah, I mean, Quadril actually has a Sahedron medallion hanging. He has got trophies off of his belt, like bones and shit. But he has a golden one that he took from the body of the book one villain, basically. So he has that on him. But yeah, I mean, that's basically where we're at. Just like 2 seconds ago, what we did was we went from Turtleback Ferry to White Willow to investigate. We went from Fort Rannick to Turtleback Ferry to White Willow.
Well, he doesn't know that unless you're telling him
Okay.
that right now.
Well, I would tell him that the place we just came from, man, stick to the boat. If you're going to White Willow, stay in the boat, my friend. Don't get out of the boat. I don't know what you're looking for or what's out there on the lake for you, but I'd stick to land if I were you.
Well, it was an old EverQuest term of conning, but getting a look, the guy looks pretty well seasoned, at least. He's not a wet behind the ear. Why don't we got connections at the Halfling bar there. He was seeking us out.
Yes.
We don't know that, though.
Well,
people
I
were
would
pointing
tell you,
out-
once you bring up the information about the symbol, I would tell you that you guys are actually sort of who I'm looking for. I'm a half-assed inspector all I've done is track down cults that are the size that I can handle, and try to decimate them from the inside out. Little tiny cults, little tiny guilds, trying to find my way around, looking for the symbol of what happened at my little tiny village, and why everyone was wiped out.
Sure.
I probably would have heard something about what you guys are doing, knowing that symbol was bigger than what I could handle, and would have probably been seeking you guys out.
All right.
Why don't we make our way back to the bar, the halfling establishment, and if we can request a private room just to talk with this guy a bit.
Well, the gnome goes, oh, I don't really. Yads and Berthandi Kesker, that was their names. Remember, because you had a strong affection for them because they hated that paradise barge. That's the entire reason why they're like the only people that you kind of trust in this town.
Correct.
But they go, well, we don't have a private room, but you know what? I'll lock the front door, and I'll head into the downstairs and just do my work down there if you guys want to just hang up here alone for a bit.
Yeah, I think we just need to
That sounds
talk
good.
and discuss.
All right, yeah, I'll give you all some privacy. And he
what
locks
happens-
the front door so no one can come in. And he goes downstairs. As you see, the wood is kind of warped in here now. And he has some fresh lumber against the side of the wall. It looks like he's preparing to do some repairs. Because I think y'all hooked him up some gold earlier.
I'm sure we probably did. They've been
Yeah.
they've been good with us.
Why
So-
is that music still going? Okay.
What's what does the tiger do when we go to a bar?
Sits up.
People ignore him. He has a superpower that just makes him that makes him very hard to notice unless he wants to be
Does he?
noticed.
Yeah, are you bullshitting?
Are you bullshitting me right now?
That's the way it's. That's the way it seems to play out.
It's always
That's
been
how it's been.
it's always been, oh well, this is my tiger, he's harmless, don't worry about him. And then people
It's
are
been
like,
a high-level group that just walks in. That I mean, we all look fairly seasoned.
well,
I
these
think.
guys are used to you now, so it doesn't draw too much attention.
Yeah, that is true. Wait,
saved
in the
this
in
whole
in the,
town.
in the first book, Roxas helped save the city we started out in, Sandpoint. So
And Roxas was much smaller back then.
Yeah.
yeah, so nobody really questioned him. I mean, he was as much a hero as everyone else. Then when we went to Magnamar, it's a bigger city. We stayed with some of Kral's people, so they were used to the whole idea of people running around with giant animals following them. And I guess with here, we were just so nice that
They were
nobody
initially
really-
freaked out by your tiger when you first got here, but that's all.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's
saved
right.
him from
He
a
stayed
giant.
out. He stayed out. He actually stayed outside.
Yeah.
So
But now they're cool with him, so that's what happens with the tiger now. He's there with you
Okay,
indoors.
cool. I'm just curious.
no, that's a good question. I just realized it's always been handled quite well.
All right.
So I guess disclosing what we would do, you've clearly looked like you've seen a bit of the road, and
The rain's
Clear
back,
look,
by the
it-
way.
part of our problem, at least in terms of a trust, is that we've had multiple people come in and come out. Now, no one's necessarily ever betrayed us. They've just abandoned us. It seems like this core group of the three of us, well,
Four.
and even beyond. She's
Or
not it's not a person. It's a cat. For God's sake. It's been us through everything. Now I'm not asking that you stay with us forever. I'm not asking anything. What we're looking to do in disclosing everything. The Shimmer Glens is now. It was somewhat swampy, except for White Willow itself, which apparently was kind of a paradise. That is now corrupted. A nymph was basically raped, assaulted, killed. Our target right now, we're
Is he still there?
Ed, you should be.
Well, he's. Oh, okay.
might be kidding for bedtimes or something. Heading to Hook Mountain Clan Hold. There's a number of ogres there. That's basically where we've at least tracked our leads to. You know
So
what?
you're saying is you've had people join you in the past, but they weren't up to the job, so they quit.